Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Echo.
We're very happy you're here today. Today, we're going to practice English together in a simple and relaxing way.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Sophia.
We're happy you're here today.
Let's learn together.
So, have you ever frozen during a conversation?
Yeah, your mind suddenly goes completely blank.
Right. Your hands start to sweat very quickly.
Right.
You suddenly forget every English word.
It happens to many smart adult learners. They can read English very easily.
Yeah, exactly. They can listen comfortably, too. But speaking feels like a different world.
Well, speaking brings a lot of social pressure. You worry about making a silly mistake.
I mean, today we have a secret solution. It fixes this exact problem completely.
Yes, and this solution happens entirely inside your head. It is a simple mental practice.
You can practice speaking safely every day.
Right.
You do not need a speaking partner.
Right. Why do we start inside the head? Well, why not just talk to real people?
You know, talking to real people feels scary. Real people wait for your fast answer.
Yes, that fast waiting creates a lot of stress, and stress makes you forget your vocabulary.
Exactly. But your mind is a totally safe place. There is absolutely no pressure inside there.
Right. No one is watching your face. No one is judging your grammar mistakes.
I mean, you can take all your time. You never have to hurry your answer.
Yes, you can stop and start again easily. You can change your answer completely.
So, science tells us something very amazing. Your brain is a wonderful machine.
Right. Your brain cannot tell the difference. It does not know what is real.
Yeah, it cannot tell real practice from imagination. Thinking in English uses real brain power.
Wow. That is a very surprising fact. So mental practice is actual language practice.
Yes, the same brain pathways fire up. You build real speaking muscles silently.
Exactly. It is not just a silly game. It is very real brain training.
Right. We already do this training every day. We talk to ourselves constantly.
Yes, we plan our busy days silently. We do this in our first language.
You know, you wake up early in the morning, you think, I need to get up.
Right. You leave your busy house quickly. You think, did I lock the door?
Yeah, these thoughts happen without any effort. You do not plan these thoughts.
Well, the goal is to change that habit. Try having these daily thoughts in English.
Exactly. It makes English feel very normal. It becomes a wonderful daily habit.
Right. This is exactly like singing in the shower. I sing loudly in my shower.
Oh, wow. Why do you sing loudly in there?
Because, well, no one can hear my voice. I am not afraid of making mistakes.
Right. Mental English is like your shower. It is your private practice space.
Yes. You can try new, difficult English words. You can make 10 mistakes safely.
Exactly. Nobody will ever hear those little mistakes. You just try the sentence again freely.
So start with very simple daily situations. Imagine meeting your neighbor outside.
Yeah. Picture their friendly face in your mind. You can practice a polite greeting.
Right. You think, good morning to you. Then you add a small personal detail.
Yeah. Think, I am a little late today. This builds a basic sentence structure.
Exactly. It removes the fear of speaking. But conversations always have two people.
Right. You must practice both sides mentally. You must play both speaking roles.
Well, why is playing both sides so important? Why not just practice my own answers?
You know, because other people will ask you questions. A surprise question causes you to freeze.
That makes perfect sense to me. We need to expect the common questions.
Yeah. Guessing their questions trains your brain. It removes the scary surprise element.
Right. Let us try a real daily example. Imagine visiting a busy local cafe.
Yeah, a cafe is a great practice place. You know the food menu very well.
Exactly. Picture a busy cafe in your mind. You walk inside the warm shop.
Right. The short line moves very fast. The worker looks at you smiling.
So what will the worker ask you first? They usually ask for your drink order.
Yeah, imagine hearing their exact words mentally. They say, what can I get you?
Right. Now practice your English answer silently. I think, can I have a coffee?
Yes. Think, I would like a small coffee. That is a perfect mental answer.
But, well, the conversation is not finished yet. The worker asks another quick question.
All right. They ask, for here or to take away? This is a very common question.
Yes. If you expect it, you relax completely, I think. To take away, please.
Wow. You just finished a full conversation. You did it all inside your head.
Exactly. You feel completely ready to order. A cafe is a very easy situation.
Right. But what happens when you are lost? Let us talk about the supermarket.
Well, the big supermarket can be confusing. Imagine you cannot find the white rice.
Yeah. You need to ask someone for help. This makes many learners feel nervous.
Right. You must find a friendly store worker. Practice your question in your mind first.
Yeah. You think, excuse me, sir. Then think, where can I find the rice?
Exactly. Now imagine their helpful answer clearly. They point and say, aisle 6.
Right. Practice your polite reply back mentally. You think, thank you very much.
Yes. You can practice this helpful mental game anywhere. You can practice walking outside.
Yeah, you can practice waiting for a bus. You can practice standing in a store.
Exactly. You prepare for just 2 common questions. This makes a huge mental difference.
So we are imagining these daily conversations. What kind of English should we use?
Well, you must keep your English very simple. Do not try to sound advanced.
Wait, but I want to sound very professional. Should I use big, difficult words?
No, that is a very common learner trap. Big words make speaking much too hard.
Right. It creates a lot of terrible stress. You worry about perfect grammar rules.
Exactly. The smartest people communicate very simply. Clear communication is the only real goal.
Yeah, simple words achieve this goal perfectly. Simple English is never bad English.
Right. Let us look at a common problem. Imagine you missed a big office meeting.
Yeah. You must explain your sudden absence. Some people try a very long explanation.
Well, they use complicated English grammar tenses. They get lost in their own words.
Exactly. They start to feel very embarrassed. How can we keep the answer simple?
Right. Just focus on the main idea. Do not share every single small detail.
Yeah, say, I had a personal problem. That sentence is very short and clear.
Exactly. Everyone will understand that simple message quickly. The other person will accept your answer.
Right. Simple English does not sound childish. It sounds friendly and very natural.
Yes. Native English speakers use simple English constantly. It is the very best way to talk.
Yeah. But sometimes simple words hide from you. Sometimes you need a little more time.
Right. You can easily buy some extra time. You can use special filler phrases.
Well, how do these filler phrases work exactly? Why are they so helpful for learners?
You know, they give your brain extra seconds. Your brain needs time to search.
Exactly. Imagine someone asks a surprise question. You do not know the answer instantly.
Right. Do not stay totally quiet. Silence feels very awkward and heavy.
Yeah. Instead, use a simple filler phrase. Say, that is a good question.
Yes. This short phrase takes 3 full seconds. 3 seconds is a very long time.
Right. It is enough time to think clearly. You find your words without panicking.
Exactly. You can also say something else softly. Say, let me think for a moment.
Yeah. It sounds very natural and thoughtful. You can also show gentle doubt.
Right. Say, I am not exactly sure. Then say, but I think it is this.
Yes. These phrases are secret safety nets. They catch you before you fall down.
Well, this mental practice is great for daily tasks. But life has very big moments, too.
Yeah, life has many stressful days. Mental practice helps calm your nervous mind.
Right. Think about a scary doctor appointment. Discussing health in English is very stressful.
Exactly. You sit in cold waiting room, your heart beats a little faster.
Well, this is the perfect time to practice. Imagine the doctor's friendly face.
Yeah. Imagine the questions they will ask you. They will ask about your physical problem.
Right. Practice your exact symptoms silently first. Think, I have a bad cough.
Yes. Think, I feel very tired today. You prepare the important health words.
Exactly. You are completely ready when they call you. This also works for job interview.
Oh, wow. Job interviews are extremely scary events. You sit outside the big office door.
Right. You prepare your personal introduction mentally. Think, I am an English teacher.
Yeah. Think, I enjoy helping new learners. This builds a solid wall of confidence.
Well, let us try another stressful travel situation. Think about arriving at a big hotel.
Right. Hotel front desks can feel very intimidating. The worker waits for your important details.
Exactly. Imagine walking up to the tall desk. Practice your polite greetings silently.
Yeah. The worker says, welcome to our hotel. They ask, do you have a reservation?
Right. You practice your confident answer mentally. Think, yes, it is under my name.
Yes. Then the hotel worker asks for payment. They say, I need your credit card.
Exactly. You prepare for this common request easily. You imagine handing them your blue card.
But there's a very crucial rule. I must share a serious warning.
Ooh, this warning is incredibly important. Do not memorize your answers perfectly.
Right. Do not act like a movie actor. Real conversations are never movies.
Exactly. Real people will always surprise you. They ask unexpected, completely random questions.
Yeah. If you memorize exactly, you will freeze. When the mental script breaks, you panic.
Well, how do we fix this memorization problem? You must practice with small changes.
Right. Repeat the mental conversation many times, but change one tiny detail each time.
Yes. Let us return to ordering food. Imagine a busy lunch restaurant.
Okay. First, practice ordering a simple meal. Think, I want a chicken sandwich.
Right. That is a very good start. Now repeat the conversation again.
Yeah. Second, order some hot vegetable soup. You change the main food item easily.
Exactly. Third, add a special food rule. Think, I want soup without cream.
Right. Now for the very biggest change. Imagine the busy waiter brings bad news.
Oh no. The waiter says, we have no more soup.
Oh.
What will you mentally say next?
Yeah. This forces your brain to adapt quickly. Changing details keeps your brain flexible.
Exactly. You learn to handle sudden surprises. You will not freeze up anymore.
Right. Your mind becomes ready for anything. You become a truly brave speaker.
Well, mental practice is a wonderful tool, but silent thoughts are not enough forever.
Yeah, eventually your mouth needs practice too. You must use your actual speaking voice.
Right. How do we start speaking safely? Speaking out loud feels like a huge jump.
I know. You do not have to jump far. You can take very small steps.
Exactly. Move from silent thought to quiet whispering. Whisper the English sentence very quietly.
Right. Feel the new words in your mouth. Get used to the different sounds.
Yes. Next, use your normal speaking voice. Say the full sentence out loud alone.
Yeah, you can record your own voice easily. A phone recording is a helpful tool.
Exactly. Listen to your voice recording carefully. Listen for very long, awkward pauses.
Right. But ignore the tiny grammar mistakes completely. Small mistakes do not matter right now.
Yes. Find one sentence you want to fix. Record that single sentence once again.
But what happens when things go wrong? Sometimes you hit a solid brick wall.
Right. You forget a very common word. Your mind becomes completely empty and quiet.
Yeah, this happens to every language learner constantly. It happens to native speakers every day.
Exactly. Do not panic and stop speaking completely. Stopping is the only real failure here.
Right. You must describe the missing word instead. Explain what the object actually does.
Yes. Imagine you forget the word umbrella. It is raining heavily outside today.
Yeah. Do not stand there in complete silence. Just explain the helpful object to them.
Right. Say, I need the rain cover. Say, the thing that stops the rain.
Exactly. Let us try one more example. Imagine you forget the word wallet.
Okay. You want to pay for your food. Say, I lost my small money bag.
Right. People will understand your clear meaning immediately. You keep the conversation moving forward happily.
Yes. You can use a helpful phrase first. Say, let me say that another way.
Exactly. This is exactly like driving a car. You are driving your car happily.
Right. You want to drive to the word umbrella, but the road is completely closed today.
Yeah. You see a big red stop sign. The road to umbrella is totally blocked.
Oh. Do you stop the car forever? Do you sit in the road crying?
No, you definitely do not stop driving. You just take a small, safe detour.
Right. A detour is a different, longer road. Explaining the word is your safe detour.
Exactly. You describe what the missing object does. You drive around the big roadblock.
Yes. You still reach your final destination easily. The destination is sharing your clear message.
Right. Taking a detour keeps conversation moving smoothly. Explaining a word is a huge success.
Exactly. It proves you can solve problems quickly. It is a sign of true fluency.
Well, this mental practice is a wonderful habit. It prepares you for the real world.
Right. You only need 5 minutes a day. You must do it very consistently.
Yeah. Use your early morning for daily plans. Think about your busy day in English.
Exactly. Use the afternoon for food orders. Practice ordering your lunch silently.
Right. Use the quiet evening to review things. Tell yourself a story about today.
Yes. But remember one very important thing. Silent practice does not replace real people.
Exactly. Real people will speak very fast. They will interrupt you and surprise you.
Right. But mental practice makes you totally ready. You will face them with calm confidence.
Yeah. I have a fun challenge for you today. Try this on your next long walk.
Oh, look at a friendly stranger outside. Guess what they might ask you?
Right. They might ask for the current time. They might ask for street directions.
Exactly. Build a mental response right there. Practice your English answer in secret.
Yeah. It is a very fun daily game. It keeps your English mind very sharp.
Right. Keep guessing what people will say.
Thank you for listening to the English Echo.
Keep practicing English every day.
Small steps can make a big difference.
See you in the next episode.